Hello everyone and welcome to chapter 15. 15. We're not in the water temple anymore. Right, Danny?
Thankfully, everything is high and dry. We even have mountains, which, mountains are basically the opposite of water because it's so high above sea level that you're never going to deal with the water.
Very true. Not any water in sight. Just how I like it. Oh, but
So
I
I
do
have
see
bad
something.
news for you, Jacob.
Oh, what's the bad news?
So I checked the Fire Emblem wiki,
Uh-huh.
and it says that you need to use Elfin to recruit Percival. We didn't get Elfin.
Oh, that's right. He's just the guy giving me like all my tactics and ratings and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't think you're going to get Percival as a result of that.
Rip Percival. I'll just kill him with Larum.
Wait, can Larum even use a weapon?
She'll be fine.
Oh, did you give her counter?
Yeah, she's gonna have counter, so whenever he attacks her and does 50 damage to himself, he'll one-shot himself. See?
Well, no. If he deals 50 damage to himself, he'll still be left with 1 HP.
Oh, that's true. This guy has so much HP at base.
Percival's stats are kind of absurd.
Every time I look at these stats, I'm shocked again at how high this guy's bases are. It's so crazy how strong he is.
So you want to know something
Yeah, go ahead.
kind of wacky?
What's that?
His stats are only marginally better than Hawkeye's.
Really?
Yeah. But the enemies in Hawkeye's game are significantly weaker.
Oh, definitely.
So Hawkeye has 50 HP instead of 51. He has 18 strength instead of 20. The big difference is that Hawkeye has 11 speed instead of Percival's. I think Percival has 20, right?
Yeah, Percival has 20 speed.
But enemies in FE7 are so slow
Yeah, it
that
doesn't really
Hawkeye
matter.
doubles everyone on his join map except for like 1 or 2 enemies. Like I think he doesn't double the bosses.
I think that's
and
it.
that's about it.
Everything
like-
else is getting doubled by him easily.
And like I think that Hawkeye is the second best unit in FE7, but it is just funny that like, I mean, you know that Hawkeye's a great unit, but you think of Percival as being this like god amongst gods.
Yes.
And no, it's just that like, well, I mean he is, but then FE7 just hands you so many units that have stats that are close to Percival's. Like Pent has very close stats to Percival's. He's just less bulky. Harkin has better stats than Percival, but he's not on a horse.
So
Geets has pretty close stats to Percival. Like, you get so many people that they're just like almost as good as Percival. It's kind of ridiculous.
you just don't need them as much as you quote unquote need Percival.
Well, but in the same vein, like you don't need them as much, but also the fact that their stats are only almost as good as Percival's ends up with them being like performing better than him because you don't need to have Percival level stats in FE7 because enemies are so dog shit in that game.
Yeah, I actually learned like 15 minutes ago that you can take someone and then use items. I completely forgot you could do that. So I realized I can take Lot with Tate and then use the boots, the exact same action.
And then because of Kanto boots, you still get the movement boost. That's pretty
Yes.
cool.
So this looks really
So,
sketch.
what is the secret tech that you're about to display to us?
Oh, it's quite something indeed. I'm very excited to show it off. We're gonna carry Lot for a little trip.
I've heard rumors that this is something that's actually only possible if you have Warrior Lot.
1, 2, 3,
No other unit in the game can do it. Is that true?
9, 10. Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Because I use Warrior Lot and it works, so it must be true.
But no other unit in the game can do it?
Well, if you want Lot to do it, then yes, only Lot can do it.
If you want Lot to do it, then only Lot can do it.
Sound logic, right?
No, it checks out.
Also,
what
look at
about Wolt? Wolt could do it, right?
Oh.
You put him there instead? He has a bow. I saw that Warrior Lot has a bow equipped. Wolt can equip bows.
Walt doesn't have like 14 defense and 17 speed though.
Does Lot really have 17 speed?
17 speed, he's so fast. Look, see? Larum one-rounded Percival.
Oh shit, you're right. Are you gonna rescue the are you gonna rescue the Cavaliers to guarantee you get a Knight's Crest for Trek?
No. If they live, whatever. If they die, whatever. I'm gonna try to keep them alive somewhat, but...
Barth?
That's right, we gotta promote Barth.
So that Barth can do the general triangle attack with Douglas and
no one
well,
else.
Cecilia's the mage general, so Cecilia.
Percival, Douglas, Cecilia triangle attack one when...
No. Percival does not need the help. Make it a Douglas triangle attack. You just get 3 copies of Douglas through hacking the game, they can triangle attack.
You give them the replicate skill.
So true. Or you could go the route that the ROM hack Sword of Heaven and Earth does, and make one of the thieves able to participate in the Pegasus triangle attack.
For some reason.
So, I'm pretty sure it's a glitch.
Me too.
There's a Pegasus triangle attack. That's not the glitch. The glitch is that one of the thieves can just randomly participate in the Pegasus triangle attack.
And scientists
no
to this
reason.
day are still trying to figure out why. But don't get me wrong, it's incredibly funny.
It's because she's a Pegasus, clearly. Not a Pegasus Knight. She's a Pegasus.
She's
wearing
the
a trench
Pegasus
coat.
herself.
Yeah. Just disguised wearing a trench coat so that people think she's a human.
I believe
people
it.
are like, hey, you have 4 legs and wings. Are you a Pegasus? She goes, no. Pegasuses don't wear trench coats.
Suspiciously Pegasus-shaped thief. No, why do you ask?
So you have to kill that archer, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise he can team up and 2v1 and kill,
We're gonna deal with him.
Are you? Because I saw a 60% hit rate on the other guy, and you also missed the 76.
I may have forgotten he exists. Don't worry, I have a plan.
But is Ray okay?
Ray will be fine. He has Nas.
What if you not sync with Sophia?
That sounds like a wonderful idea. How much speed do you have? 18. Ha! He'll be fine.
Wait, no. You gotta put Roy 1 square above, like 2 squares above our Grant.
Eh?
No, down 1. Yeah, there.
What are we doing here?
We're
building support
for the true
points.
ending. We're building for the true ending.
There we go.
It fixes her! She needs help!
She needs every bit of
fire
help she can
support.
get.
She needs the accuracy!
She needs
Do you know
everything.
how bad Flux Tome is? Do you know how bad Flux Tome is?
What's your purpose
She needs
here?
the help!
Wow, he actually hit.
He didn't.
I would kind of like him to, like, not get hit by absolutely everything.
So, do you want to explain this strategy?
Yeah, Lot just kind of sits here and distracts a bunch of the enemies up here, for the most part.
But
It's-
we couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's funny with Lot. And because Tate's an amazing unit, she just lives.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the problem with effective damage and longbows, is longbows have, like, no might.
Yeah, so they don't really do that much.
It's, like, it's very funny. Very funny longbow.
This was definitely calculated.
I believe you, not.
It also
Hey,
distracts...
you should have Tate, one range the Silverbow Sniper.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. It worked back in Chapter 12.
Yeah. Well, and so the thing is that, like, none of the enemies move, right? So, like, they're all distracted by Lot. So, it'll be fine.
And now, we can just sit here and pick off these losers.
Won't that free up space for the other bow people to attack him?
It will, but the sniper's the scariest one. 107 hit. I guess he has like
Oh, and Tate's
40
gonna kill
hit.
that one, right?
Oh, definitely, see? Easily. Please help. Give a healing, please.
You could probably rescue her with Shanna. Oh, never mind. She's fine there then.
We'll just sip a vulnerary. I can't wait for Tate to get picked now because I gave her the boots.
What is our plan for getting to that Hermern village before Garrett and his lovely friends do?
We're gonna run really fast. Yeah.
Fun fact about Garrett that's not actually that fun of a fact, but it's not fun, but it is a fact. Did you know he has Tate and Klein's AI?
Oh, I thought I had heard about that. The weird, like, sometimes won't move AI thing.
Yeah. No, he has it.
Which is incredibly funny.
Well, and it's extra funny because, like, you have to recruit him to Lilina, who it's very possible is untrained at this point in the game. I mean, for you it is, but, like,
yeah. Even
in a vanilla playthrough, you know, not everyone trains her. She is a project unit, right? Like, yeah. I think that she's less of a project than people make it out to be, but, like, she is a project unit. If you pretend that she's competent at base, then you're wrong. Wait, is he dealing no damage then oh, because he can use the silver bow. That's what bow rank does. Igrin, you should come with bow rank. He also dies to exact damage.
Yeah,
though,
I don't like that he gets exactly one routed on counter.
You don't have anyone who can bear your staff him, right?
I do have Cecilia down here, but she's like on the other side of the map.
Yeah, so she can't get to him. Yeah.
That's so depressing.
This is so tragic.
I could just trade the silver bow into... Oh, wait, she has B bows, right? Ugh, that's tragic.
Yeah, she has B bows. That's why I said, like, bow rank moment.
Oh, that's what I should have given you. I should have put the brave bow on you. I always forget Igran joins this map.
Oh, so Sophia could kill with the brave bow. No, that makes sense.
What do you guys reach?
Sophia, famous bow unit.
Okay, so you can finish this guy off at least.
Well, what happens actually is if you had gotten her C support with Roy, she would be able to use the brave bow.
It's a bonus from getting supports.
Yeah. It's like how it Engage, if you support the emblems, you get a new weapon type.
Exactly.
Well, you might not remember this, but Emblem Roy is actually an emblem, which means that if you support Roy in this game, you get a new weapon type. And for Sophia, that's bows. Specifically, she gets Brave Bow. She doesn't get any other bows, she just gets Brave Bow.
The only one she needs.
Well,
Cecilia,
it's all that's holding her back from being like an S tier unit, honestly.
We take skill.
You laugh, but skill on someone who can use fire tomes is a big deal. Like, you're getting closer to the coveted 100% accuracy.
We'll get there one day. Okay, we'll heal Jarrett, and he can help finish off these losers. Here you go.
Are we not going to just have Igrin pray for a killer bow crit?
That's going to be the initial plan. We're going to go for a killer bow crit. If she doesn't, I'll use Jarrett to finish them off.
So, how do you feel about putting some bad juju out into the world?
Oh. I'm always welcome for that. It makes things more interesting.
What unit that we currently have deployed do you least want to get spun?
Tate, because I just gave her the boots.
Okay. I'm taking notes. I don't want Sophia to get spun because it would be funny if she stayed alive the whole time.
It would be very funny, indeed.
Didn't you say from the math you did that we will have exactly enough units alive to bring a full squad into the tower?
I know it's going to be full deployment for Chapter 21. I think there's 1 or 2 slots of leeway. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I will have a full team for 21 at least.
I will find it incredibly funny if somehow, like, Walt, Sophia, and Barth end up on your tower team.
That would be hilarious, honestly. Okay, so Garrett moved.
I don't know if that's good or not, because, like, on the one hand, if he doesn't move, then he's, like, farther away, and it's harder to get Lilina up there. On the other hand, he does move, it makes it a tighter time limit for visiting the village.
Yeah.
Because if it's just his bros, then you can, like, put Percival with an iron sword, they'll suicide onto him. But if it's Garrett, like, presumably you don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
On
the bright side, I do have now that Percival has actually caught up with the rest of the squad, I actually have Percival here now.
And a fucking dancer,
And a dancer!
too.
Oh my gosh, I finally have a dancer again.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when she gets rolled, actually.
It'll be very funny. Come on, green units. Time to put this guy to use, and he can't reach anything.
No, it's not time to put them to use. The problem right here is, right, like, I think you kind of want to you kind of want to wait a turn, but you can't.
I don't have a turn to wait, yeah. One of these guys has a killing edge.
Garrett's
You do.
2 turns from the village.
Okay, so what we do is we sneaky sneak Tate, wiggle her up and around here somehow, and
Well,
deal
there's
with
the archer too. Don't forget about them. I know it's only a
Yeah.
longbow archer, but like it was 19 damage. Like we meme
Yes.
on the longbow archers, right? But it was 19 damage, which is like
Yes.
a not insignificant chunk, especially when you're not at full.
Okay, if I put her
I have a
here,
question. You don't have a warper, do you?
No.
Because it just occurred to me that like warping Lalina to recruit Garrett and then having like Percival or Jarrett rescue her out of there.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
If we have to reset, you might want to consider deploying Saul or
I might.
someone. Just because, like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, new plan actually.
it does seem a little silly to use warp. Like, it always feels a little silly using warp for something that's not clearing the level. But I think in this case, like, we're saving Hammer. You're functionally gaining warp uses,
Yeah,
right?
gaining warp uses by doing that.
And potentially also gaining, like, holy weapon uses. Which reminds me, are we Hammerning warp every single time, or are you going to use the holy weapons a bit more liberally to sort of make up for the fact that your squad's going to be lower quality usually?
I'll kind of play it by ear, just kind of whatever I feel like I need.
Yeah.
Which I think I need the silver lance.
Because we're getting to the point where, like, we have Excalibur, we have Durandal, we have Armads.
We have a whole
Pretty
bunch of holy
soon we're
weapons.
going to get Areola, which is the best holy weapon.
Yes.
So, like, our lance users are kind of SOL, but we have 3 pretty good ones. I guess we don't have a good anime user, do we? Because Lalina is the only anime user we have left, and you've unfortunately had to keep her bench the whole time. Like, at this point in the game, it's not too late to train her, but it's, like...
It's gonna be rough.
Almost too late. And then, like, I'd hesitate to call Cecilia a good anime user.
No.
Like, I've heard the
She's
phrasing that
fine.
everything about her other than her stats is good. And, like, I don't disagree with that notion. However, stats are a big part of a unit's identity in GBA.
You kind of need them in some cases.
Like, in other games, you can get away being a unit who's, like, got bad stats and good everything else. In GBA, it's pretty hard to do that. Because, like, in Thracia, right, there's plenty of units who it's like, this unit has bad stats, but they're somehow also, like, an A-tier unit.
Yes.
Because they can do things like staffs, or maybe they're good in, like, the movement-based chapters, right? Like, Karen has some of the worst stats in that game, and I'd still think she's minimum A-tier, probably S-tier.
Okay.
What are we doing? Okay.
Plotting.
Plotting? Plotting?
There.
I'm making a lot joke. I'm bad at it, but I'm making a lot. Oh! Wait, no. Laram's in range.
Yeah, we're gonna get her out. We're gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna swoop her up and get her out of there.
We didn't lose our dancer to something other than the wheel.
Yes, I appreciate it though.
Because, like, I've been playing a lot of ROM hacks, and in ROM hacks, oftentimes your dancer can take a hit, but, like, in vanilla GBA, they can't.
No. Dancers are very fragile in vanilla GBA.
Like, the bulkiest dancer in vanilla is Tethys, and she can't fucking take a hit either, usually. She can sometimes take a hit. Like, on her joy map, she can take a hit from the ballista.
Okay, we have successfully turned this spaghetti into something servable.
You mean spaghetti isn't servable? I love spaghetti. It's like my favorite meal.
I like spaghetti, but does this spaghetti look very tasty?
That's a spicy meatball.
Maybe just a little Parmesan will fix it. That fixes just about everything.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give some controversial opinion that's gonna piss some people off.
Uh-oh.
I actually don't like Parmesan.
Ooh. I thought we could be friends. Also, we got hit again. It's kind of annoying.
Does he have an elixir on him?
He does. He has a 3-use elixir.
Okay.
We prep him for the long game.
We don't need it, but we'd rather...
Better safe than sorry,
Just
for sure. See, look at him go. He's gaming so hard right now. Okay, so he doesn't double the mercenaries. For some reason, I thought he did. Oh, I think he doubles this one because he's being weighed down by a steel sword. Yeah.
I mean, mercenaries are very fast, so
20
not
speed.
being able to double them isn't like... I guess, if
Yeah.
anything, the fact that he doubles some of them is more impressive than like the fact he doesn't double all of them is bad.
Yeah. Look at him go.
And like, most units in FE6 don't one round.
Yeah,
like,
one
period.
rounding is not something you do in this game.
So like, everyone who says Percival's combat is overkill, like he's one rounding things that other people don't. That's not overkill.
He's one of
It's
your
just
only
better.
units who one rounds.
Was
Calculated.
this calculated? Honestly,
Definitely.
I can't even get mad that Percy missed as well, or that Zealot missed
No,
as well.
I'm not going to complain about that at all. I even pointed out there was a horse slayer over there. I
And
just
yet-
completely forgot about it. I was too busy looking at this mess, trying to get Garrett from destroying
Well, and the
my
funny
thing.
thing is that the Horse Slayer's dealing 3 less damage because of Weapon Triangle, and it was still an
Yes.
exact kill.
Oh, he gets doubled, definitely. Oh, he doesn't, okay.
Jarrett Gaming. I thought he would be too, but I guess this shows that, like, because he hasn't gotten much speed, has he?
No, he's also holding the halberd.
Like, Jagans don't fall off. He's not a Jagan. He's not a Jagan, but, like, he's got very close stats to Marcus.
Yeah, he's basically like an auto-leveled Marcus to like level 5 or something. Okay, so the awkward thing is you still exist, but we're just gonna...
Don't equip something that could potentially kill him.
Yeah, I wanted to do a sword, but I forgot I only have the silver sword on him. I guess we can do the hand axe.
Yeah.
'Cause he doesn't lose speed from that.
Because the sword would be nice because, like, because of the 30 crit, right? He's
Yeah.
gonna have a crit chance, and if he crits Percival, like,
It's GG.
Garrett's not great, but if he crits Percival, Percival dies. Like, even if Percival doesn't die to Garrett, like, he's not at full HP right now.
Nice. Roy's gaming pretty hard right now. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna
I take
take
it
this
back.
opportunity to once again plug the rapier. Everyone complains that you use the rapier, your weapon triangle disadvantage. Roy still had an 80% accuracy. Can you go ahead and show me someone else's accuracy on
definitely.
that horse unit?
Let's,
Like, not even like, not Sophia, that's cheating, but like pick someone who's decently accurate.
So like
Yeah,
55 with
Roy
weapon
had
triangle.
higher accuracy by a significant margin with the rapier at triangle disadvantage.
60 hit with a killer lance, one of the most accurate weapons that she can use, or the most accurate
The
weapon she can even
rapier
use.
is still good, even though it's at weapon triangle against cavaliers. Even though it's not effective against nomads, it's still a very
It's a really
good
good weapon.
Like, I am on board the train of Roy is underrated. This is not Roy is some sort of A tier, S tier unit. I think that he's like C, low B at best. But I think that a lot of the complaints that people have about him, particularly revolving around the rapier and promotion, are like
Misattributed.
they're overblown and often insignificant. 80% at weapon triangle. Like that is an accurate as shit weapon. It's really good.
It's a really good weapon.
That said, how are we going to kill that Cavalier, since you didn't dance Roy?
Oh, I still got like 7 units who can do stuff. We'll get him.
Someone's
Just not
gonna
with Jared.
hit. Those are 65s, but someone's gonna hit.
Yeah, someone's
You know.
bound to hit eventually, right? Right?
The copium is real. The copium is real.
Gods grant me the strength to cope. I've seen that image hovering around that I've saved it so I can use it. Okay, so we heal you up. Don't worry, we'll just use you. Royce Port?
I have bad news for you, Jacob. You don't get you until next chapter.
Oh, that's right.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
I'm actually kind of excited to get him because
Are you gonna instant promote him?
I'm probably gonna buy him a ring and instantly throw it on him. Free say, not, free is the wrong word to use there.
Yeah, because it literally costs you money because you don't have enough guiding rings.
A lot, and the fact that I have to buy him still.
Yeah, that too. I
don't have to buy the guide. I do have to buy a guiding ring, but I have to buy the guiding ring user too.
I think that like Q is a unit who like I penalize for, and he's sort of the big I think showcase for when I'm doing tier listing stuff. I penalize for recruitment costs,
which I think is fair.
I think it's right too. I also think like if you don't, that's fine. I think most people say they don't, but then they do when it comes to like Q. Because either that or people just aren't familiar with what his full price stats are. I'm assuming we're going for a full price heal.
Oh, we're getting full price heal. I am blowing 10k gold on this loser. This is somewhere where global ranges would be really helpful right about now. So I can keep up with where this archer can reach.
Actually, I'll save that for next video.
Yeah,
save that for next
we can
video.
definitely talk more about
you
you whenever we're actually dealing with him. Okay. This all looks fine. I don't want to enemy phase this guy. Oh, but do I want to player phase him, though? No.
Not unless you can kill him. Oh, that's too low chance.
Yeah,
60%'s not accurate enough for that.
That's too sketch. We're not doing
that.
Because,
like, he survives a crit, right? But then, like, he has to face 4 different possible crits.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna...
I was assuming you were gonna heal him when I said he survives a crit. Like,
yeah,
at 15 HP, he does not survive a crit.
No,
but
no,
at 4,
no,
he
no,
does.
no.
But you're giving him 4 chances to crit, and he might crit more than once as a result, and it's just like... Yeah.
We're just gonna let them come forward a little bit. No one can reach here, so we're good here.
Thankfully, those are both longbow archers, so...
Yeah, they're not super scary, at least. Ha. He's 1 damage shy of 1 rounding with a hand axe.
I mean, the problem with hand axes isn't their might being low. It's their accuracy.
Yes.
Can you get Lalina over there?
That's what I'm wondering. Can you please stop hitting?
How far can Larum reach? Because if need be, you have a lot of units. You can probably rescue drop Lalina and then Dancer.
Yeah, rescue drop her into like Larum's maximum range or something.
Yeah, so like the Lolina's move doesn't matter, right? Or her position doesn't matter because it's just if she can get Dance as close as possible.
Yes.
And I think she can from Larum's max because Larum has 5 move, right? She's
5.
a unpromoted infantry.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's less than 10 tiles away from Jarrett. So, or not Jarrett, Garrett.
Yeah, I think we can make this work.
Lolina might not even need a rescue drop. Because I think... Oh my god, that fucking Cav. I was going to say, I think she can get danced when she attacks the archer.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
5. Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then worst case scenario, you can rescue her out. Because I don't think you can deal with all those brigands. Ooh, yes. Feed her the kill. Feed her the kill.
We're... Oh, I can't... I was going to poke the archer with Roy first and give her, like, support bonuses. Oh, well, we'll just go
I'm
for
a
it.
Lilina proponent. I'm a Lilina gaming proponent.
Good unit.
Like, I think she's worse than Lugh.
That's a lot of EXP. It's almost like she's
But-
level 8.
She's level 8 unpromoted. Yeah.
Oh, she's level 9, I'm sorry.
But I think she's quite good. You know, at the high magic growth stonks, and she joins at a perfect time to train her.
Yeah.
If you want to use her, you can do a lot worse. Like, there's 4 units that join in that map that ask to be trained, and
She's one
3
of
them
the
suck.
best ones you get. She's probably, well, easily the best one of those you can train out of them.
Well, I guess arguably it's not that map. I was thinking also Fear, like the same training time, right?
Oh, that's true.
You could argue that Fear is better. I think Lilina is better than Fear. Just because like Fear is Rutger 2 after Rutger does the best thing he's ever going to do, whereas like Lilina is Rutger 2, or is Lugh 2 arguably after Lugh has already done the best he's going to do, but like, I don't know. I like mid-game Lugh better than mid-game Rutger.
Yeah. No, I see that, definitely.
Which is obviously, you know, it's your opinion of those units, though. Like, if you like mid-game Rutger better than mid-game Lugh, then you probably prefer Fear. Because that's kind of just what they translate to, right? Is like a second version of this really good early game unit in the mid-game.
Yes. Now we just have to kill 2 brigands. That shouldn't be too hard.
Do you know the answer to this? Because I was wondering this when watching it happen. Is Lot getting boss boosted experience for the 1 damage of chip he's doing, or does that only apply to kills?
From what I understand, there is not boss EXP in this game.
Really?
Bosses just give the normal amount of EXP as everything else. That's why Marcus almost gets nothing for killing the early game bosses.
I thought that was a GBA thing.
It's from FE7 and onwards. If you notice, the boss doesn't have the little red shield that bosses do in 7 and 8.
I am really sad to have learned that FE7 actually introduced something good to the series.
Yeah, boss EXP is something I definitely appreciate. Also, I think we're just gonna pick up Lena with Garrett. Just to keep
Yeah,
her
because usually the bosses are statted such that... I think in most cases the bosses are statted such that they're, like, stronger than a typical enemy of that level would be.
I think so. Or at least I would think so. Or maybe we have Percival pick her up.
Why don't you just have him talk to them, turn them green, so he can get
Oh,
a
that's a
hero's
good idea.
crest?
If only.
I think it would be cool if his squad turned green. But I guess they didn't want you to have, like, green brigands or whatever. Which is weird because you get Gonzalez, who's a brigand. in
Forbid
blue.
we have nice things.
This is why Thracia is a better game.
Green brigands. There we go.
I don't know. I think I actually like this game better than Thracia, which I think has just lost you subscribers for me saying that, so I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
But I think I like FE6 better than Thracia. Like,
I like a lot of Thracia's ideas, but I think I like playing FE6 more.
yeah. FE5 has a lot of really cool ideas, but I don't think they're executed in the best way, which is why I'm excited. I've heard that there are some ROM hacks that, like, take Thracia's general philosophy and apply it to maps that are more designed. Because there are some great Thracia maps, like in particular the first 7 chapters, I think, including the gaidens. So like chapters 1 through 7, including like 2x and 4x, I think are great.
Yeah, those
But
are
then you
really
get a lot
fun.
of maps that are like, In America is one of the most dog shit maps out there. I'm sorry.
There's also I also don't like chapter 10, I believe, the one with the Alfred and Olwen jump scare. I really don't like that map. I
Yeah.
think that's my least favorite one in the game. Outside of the
I was actually
penalty
about to bring
guidance.
that up too. I was actually going to bring that up too. I was going to say both of Kemp's maps are pretty shit. Actually, all 3 of them, because I don't like the map where Ilios joins either. It's just a big, long, empty stretch.
I've never played that map.
I mean, Ilios is a great unit, so it has that going for it. But it's a big, long, empty stretch, and recruiting Ilios is annoying because he has a bolting, and so, like, you don't want him to use it, because he'll, like, you want it, you get it. if
Yeah,
you
you
recruit
want
him, right?
bolting.
So you want it to be full uses. So then you run into the situation where you're like, I could warp staff, Karen there to recruit him, but then I have to like worry about her dying because there's like a lot of enemies and stuff, and it just becomes a pain in the butt, honestly. And outside of that, it's not like an exciting map. Like, it's kind of just a big, long, empty stretch. There's some mountains and rivers, but none of them are in the way of anything. Like, it's like terrain to the side. I don't know.
That's why you just play B route instead.
Yes, where we get brilliant maps like the Warp Tile Forest. You know, everyone says that map is bad because of the warp tiles, but I don't think they acknowledge that it's actually bad because of the forest and thicket tiles.
It's bad
that
because...
are really hard to tell apart from each other, too.
I'm going to steal this quote from someone else who said Warp Forest is a green desert map because you move it only 2 tiles per turn.
Oh, for sure it is, yeah.
And like you mentioned, you can't tell the thicket tiles from the forest tiles. So you walk in a straight line for a couple turns just to realize that you can't actually go anywhere.
And then, I mean, you can if you, like... I don't wanna play it up too much. Like, you absolutely can tell them apart if you, like, highlight it, right? Like, it's not like it's hidden information.
If you highlight over the tile.
But at a glance, you can't.
Even knowing which tiles are which, I still look at them and can't tell you which one's which.
Yeah.
Wow, Roy
Well,
is...
and it's funny that you say Green Desert, because I've long been a proponent that FE3, Book 2, and / or FE12 has, like, 3 desert maps, and only one of them is, like, acknowledged to be a desert map. Whoa! I love the Druid Crit animation.
Ray critical.
It's so cool.
That was kind of sick. Might get a good level
Because,
up.
like, or 4 desert maps, really. Because there's, like, the desert map where the treasures are, right?
Yes.
But then there's Chapter 2 of FE3 / FE12.
I don't like that
Which is the one where you first get Katria. And it's just a big bunch of forests. And then there's Chapter 4.
Full of archers and a rider's bane, and I hate it.
And then there's Chapter 4, which is a bunch of, like, sand.
And we all know how I feel about sand.
And then there's the map where Fina joins. Where Navarre and Fina are, like, in the middle of the forest, and there's a bunch of runaway thieves. And then there's the actual desert map, which I think comes right after that one.
I think
which is where all the desert treasures are.
Oh wait, there's the escape
also
map
12
from...
move wyverns.
There's the escape map from Pardon first, I guess.
Oh, true, there is, yeah.
Oh wow, nice level.
Shoutouts to that map wanting you to backtrack to get Bantu. The worst unit in existence in FE12. Jacob, don't do it. There's the Silverwood guy up there. They could scram, like they could shuffle. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I was gonna put her like here and actually pick him up and bring him back out because I'm getting scared at how many times he's getting hit.
Yeah, just like if the Merc is like randomly in Halii and runs back, and then the sniper's like, "I have room now" or something, right?
I was gonna try to put her.
Never want to fucking.
Yeah. I was gonna put her somewhere where she can emergency rescue him out if I really need to.
Emergency.
Hey, all the Cavaliers are alive. We're gonna get the Night Crest.
Have you given any thought to who you're promoting to the Night Crest?
I have no idea. I have 2 options and I can't pick out which one I'm gonna promote.
I mean, I think the correct option is Trek, unfortunately. But the actual correct option is sell it for a guiding ring. You sell it for boost money. Sell it so you can hire Hugh.
Oh, I'm probably gonna need it. You have the right thing. Yeah. I know reinforcements are gonna show potentially.
I'll ask this question because it's similar to me asking like how good is a base level base level Bard going to be for you in 7 chapters? How good is promoted Trek going to be for you ever?
I mean, he got 1-rounded by bolting. That's pretty awesome.
If he was promoted, I think he would have not been doubled, right?
Yeah, he would have gotten the level to not get doubled. It would have been pretty cool. Because promo gains are actually good in this game. Ow.
You know what else would be pretty cool?
What would?
If you used any other Cavalier. Any other Cavalier.